Alright, this video is going to be on how to remove a steering shaft out of a 1999 beat up Dodge Dakota. Now mine's a 4-cylinder, so it's a little easy to get to, but they probably pretty much are all the same. But this one's 2-wheel drive, and there may be a difference between 2 and 4-wheel drive. I can't tell you that. First thing you're going to do, right there is where the steering shaft hooks to the rack and pinion. So you want to undo that. That's a 13 millimeter. And then under the dash, right back in there, pull back the carpet and the insulation. You'll see there'll be 2 bolts. There's one here. It's a nut actually. There's one here. There's one on the opposite side. This will pull right off. Take those 2 off. They are 13 millimeter. If you look up the shaft here, you'll see a bolt. You'll want to take that bolt out. With that bolt out, the one at the other end of this shaft, which is at the rack and pinion, and the 2 nuts that hold the gasket / bearing where it passes through the firewall, the shaft comes right out. Now, this is the one I just put in, but I'm going to show you how to put it back in, which is reverse of taking it out. When I took the old one out and I went to remove the bolt that went right through here, threads were bad and it stripped to where it would not come off. So I had to take a Sawzall and cut it off. And to do that, I took this panel under the dash out with 3 bolts across the bottom, 3 screws. With 3 screws across the bottom. Now once I took it out, there's a little plate that holds the hood latch and the diagnostic port. And there's 2 screws on each side and it just drops out. Then I could get my Sawzall in there and cut that bolt. Alrighty, I got my steering column out. I got my old steering column next to my new steering column. They look like they're about the same, so I got the right part, which is nice to know. This is what went wrong with the old steering column. This rubber boot belongs up inside of here. And this hole right here, actually that pin passes through it. So this tore loose and came out. So when I went to steer, there was a ton of play in here once that pushes back. I don't think it would have gone anywhere all said and done, but it wasn't safe. And I didn't know at the time, so I took it back home, drove it real careful. So anyways, here's new column. And since this is silver and this one's black, I'm not gonna be able to cheat y'all because I didn't film the first part of this video. So I'm gonna do it kind of in reverse and hopefully be able to put it together still a good video for y'all. But I also got this bearing and boot that's new with it. So let me get to work. This is the hole it's gonna go through. The studs are already, they're welded to the body, so they didn't come out. So that boot will slide through there. And if you look right up here, this is the one end where a bolt will go through to attach it. Here's a nut I had to cut off. It's a 15. The bolt side is a 13. Okay. This is a little stubby shaft coming out of the rack and pinion. On one side, it's kind of hard to see, but it's got a groove in it right on this side. In this case, it's got a little bit of a groove in there. See that groove? The bolt passes through, that bolts through here. It's going to go into that groove just a little bit to help keep this from being pulled off that shaft. So you need to line the bolt going across this way with that groove so that bolt can pass through that groove. Okay, got my little bearing in place. Putting the nuts on now. Get this to finish sliding up into place. It's really close though. Go find me a new bolt to put in there since I had to cut the other one off. I'll put this bolt in, tighten these bolts down, and then I'll tighten up the one on the rack and pinion last. I've got a 3/8 bolt that I'm going to use in place of the metric bolt that I cut out. I didn't find a lock nut, so I'm going to double nut it. I've already shoved it through here, and there's going to be enough room to put 2 nuts on. And to help ensure things go okay, I will use a little bit of red Loctite. And before I use Loctite on anything, I want to spray it with some brake cleaner, ether, anything to get any residue off of the threads. If you don't get the residue off, the Loctite may not quite hold as good as it should. So I'm going to clean it. I'm going to put Loctite on. I'm going to put 2 nuts, 1 nut on, and then I'm going to use the other nut as a jam nut and jam the 2 nuts together. It usually just takes a drop of Loctite. I've got my shaft, upper end of my shaft hooked up and double nutted. I look to make sure that as the steering column turns, it's not going to interfere with them wires for the brake light switch. I've got my little grommet back in there, my seal, grommet / bearing back in place and tightened down. It takes 13mm wrench on the nuts. And I've got my lower shaft hooked to the rack and pinion. For the most part, everything is done. Got it on one jack stand underneath there on the frame. And that's it. But anyways, she's done. Thank you for watching my video. Look for Aimless on YouTube, and I appreciate you watching. And please follow me. Like and subscribe and join and all them other cute things, and spread the word. Thanks.